Every government makes a promise every year. Here's what we'll spend, here's what we'll bring in. And if those two numbers don't match, someone has to cover the gap. That promise is called a budget. And when the gap doesn't get covered, it turns into something bigger: public debt. Today we're breaking down both, not the accounting behind them, but what they actually mean for how a country runs. A government budget is simple at its core: a financial plan of revenues and expenditures. Revenue is money coming in, mostly taxes. Expenditures are money going out: roads, healthcare, defense, education, salaries for public workers. Think of it like a household budget, just with a lot more zeros. Every year, a government sits down and decides, based on what we expect to collect, what can we afford to spend? That plan, that's the budget. But budgets rarely land perfectly. When a government spends more than it collects, that's called deficit spending. It's not automatically a crisis. Most governments run deficits fairly often, the same way a business might borrow to grow. The real question is what happens to that shortfall. It doesn't just disappear, it has to be financed. That's where public debt comes in. Public debt is the total amount a government owes to creditors, banks, other countries, everyday citizens who buy government bonds. Each year of deficit spending adds another layer to that pile. Run a deficit for 1 year, and it's a blip. Run deficits for decades, and that accumulated total becomes the public debt, a running tab the government is expected to eventually pay interest on, year after year. So here's the simple version. The budget is the plan for 1 year. The debt is the accumulated bill from every year the plan came up short. That's the budget and debt relationship in a nutshell. No accounting jargon required. This is MoneyMind, and if you've ever wondered where your tax dollars actually go once they leave your paycheck, that's exactly what we're covering next: how tax works. Subscribe so you don't miss it.